many of you know, children have the ability to see things most people can't. Some can even remember their past lives and how they died. They're usually not scared if they're very, very young because they're really innocent and think that whatever they're seeing is just a friend. Which in some cases, sure, they might be seeing a spirit guide who's only guiding them in their new lifetime. They mean them no harm, they're here to help. However, older kids will usually freak out, especially if what they're seeing is up to no good. What you're about to hear tonight is yet another true ghost story.
Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. And welcome to yet another episode of 31 Nights of Fright. Tonight's story is really terrifying and it is said to be true. So, I'm excited for that. Before I get started though, I just want to say that if you're new here, hello, posting videos every week. And I'm uploading every single day this month to celebrate the best month ever. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so you don't miss a video. And turn on the notification bell if you can. That's even better. Now if you want to hear all about this scary story, just go ahead, turn off your lights, and stick around. Imagine waking up in the middle of the night only to see something absolutely terrifying right in front of your eyes. So as the story goes, this 10-year-old boy feels as though someone is sitting on his bed, and that's in the middle of the night. You know when someone sits on the bed and it kind of sinks a little under the person's body when they take a seat? So yeah, that's what he felt. And he was kind of scared, but told himself, it's probably just my mom. But he was very, very wrong. He opened his eyes only to be face to face with a ghostly figure of a little boy with no eyes. He was just there sitting at the foot of his bed. And when this kid looked at him, he extended his hand like this, and in his hand was a little tiny box. Even though the boy was terrified, he reached out. And that's when the eyeless boy pulled back, and the kid reached again and said, "Give it." Then he blinked and the boy was gone and nowhere to be found. 5 years later, the kid now had a girlfriend and she was over at his house. They were doing some homework, and as she was waiting for her parents to pick her up, she fell asleep, so she was taking a nap. But when her parents got there, the boy tried to wake her up, and she opened her eyes suddenly as she stared at the corner where the wall met the ceiling. She pointed there and then went back to sleep immediately. So the boy woke her up again. "Your parents are here," he said. So this time she woke up and he told her that she looked kind of haunted. That's the word he used. And that's when she told him that up on the wall, she saw a little boy with no eyes. He was just there in a Spider-Man pose, which, can you imagine how terrifying that must have looked? It's just bone chilling. I can even imagine that. And that's when her boyfriend told her what happened 5 years ago. Another 5 years went by. He was still with the same girlfriend, and they had a kid together. The kid was 2 years old. They were living in his parents' house, the same house where all of that happened, in the same room. And he said that his daughter would wake up in the middle of the night every single night, and she would just talk as if she was talking to someone. It would always be the same thing. So one night he decided to ask her, "Honey, who are you talking to?" And that's when she told him it was a little boy who seemed very nice, but he was lost and was looking for his mom. So yeah, he said that after that, she still kept on waking up every single night and talking to this boy. And the hauntings never stopped. It only stopped once they moved out of there. So yeah, how freaky is that? They never saw this ghost ever again. What do you guys think? Do you think it was a human spirit? Maybe the spirit of a kid who was lost. Maybe he didn't even know he died. But then again, like I always say, it could definitely be something else, something much, much scarier. But thank God they got out of the house. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments. What do you think this was? And do you think this story was scary? I love reading your comments, obviously. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you children tomorrow. Oof.